आपने इसमें देखा होगा कि पहले जोर शोर से इन्हीं लोगों ने उठाया कि राम मंदिर बनना चाहिए, मोहन भागवत ने कहा और सब लोगों ने कहा। तो जब हमने इसका समर्थन किया, यहाँ हो जाना चाहिए, तो उनको ये लगा कि इसका श्रेय तो हमारे हाथ से चला जाएगा, ये शंकराचार्य ले लेगा। तो वो कहने लगे नहीं, हम 6 महीने तक कुछ नहीं करेंगे। ये क्या बात? जब तुमने देश को जगाया तब क्यों सुलाते हो? हम आपको बता रहे हैं कि हमारे देश का नेतृत्व, हिंदू समाज के प्रतिनिधि शंकराचार्य होते हैं। ये जो संस्थाएं हैं, ये सामाजिक संस्थाएं हैं, धार्मिक संस्था शंकराचार्य है। तो वो जो निर्णय करेंगे वही सही होगा, वो उसको हिंदू मानेगा।
राम जन्म स्थान को भी राम मंदिर का न्याय और निर्णय साफ सुथरा मिलेगा जब काबा को, वेटिकन को, स्वर्ण मंदिर को, दीक्षा भूमि को, सारनाथ को सम्मान और न्याय दुनिया से है, तो राम जन्म स्थान को भी मिलेगा।
Okay, that was Swami Sarupanandji, and as the VHP says, it is claimed that he is backed by the Congress and not part of the VHP, and therefore I want to start with you, Vivek Awasthi, on this part of the show. What is Swamiji saying, and why is he continuing with this plan for the February 21st March on Ayodhya, despite a majority of the Sant Samaj deciding to hold the agitation and abeyance for the time being?
Actually, if you go back some days into Kumbh, when there was this Vishwa Hindu Parishad Dharm Sansad, Swami Sarupanand Saraswati of Dwarka Peeth, the Shankaracharya, he and his disciples, they boycotted the entire show.
Yes.
Instead, they held their own Dharm Sansad, in which they announced that on February 21st, people should converge to Ayodhya with 4 bricks each or 2 bricks each, and in a group of 4. He meant to say, if you come in a group of 5, there could be some problem because section 144 has been imposed, and assembly of 4 plus men is not allowed. So come in batches of 4. Now today he is openly criticizing the BJP and the RSS for not making the Ram Mandir till date. He is saying they've gone back on their thing, and he says Shankaracharyas are the real flag bearers of the Hindu religion.
Yes.
And because he says that because I initiated this, the BJP and the RSS backed out of the show because they thought it would be in my name, I would hijack it.
Yes.
So, he, in a way, he is quite critical of the RSS and the VHP. And he is insisting that he would go on with this demand of construction of Ram Mandir on February 21st. That is precisely what he said.
Mr. Srinivasan, why is Swami Sarupanand continuing with this? Is this politics, or is he genuinely sort of pushing the case? Because while we always ask questions of the VHP, the RSS and the BJP that why did you not work on the Ram temple despite having had so much time in the current administration, we can perhaps equally ask of Swami Sarupanand that why are you doing this now so close to the elections?
I think the boot is on the other leg right now.
Okay.
See, let's go back to understand the situation. When did the first Shilanyas happen? He wants another Shilanyas now.
Yes.
It happened in 1989 when Rajiv Gandhi was the PM. He had a huge majority, but he was clouded by the Bofors scandal, mishandling of lots of other things. VP Singh had quit, and he had launched an agitation. And to get some Hindu support, he thought by doing a soft Hindutva, he could do a Shilanyas and start for election campaign, and he can win the election. Now that didn't happen. Ultimately, the history is known. Here, something else is happening. BJP is in power now for last both in center and in the state, and the mosque was demolished. And it's nearly 27 years now, and they have been saying that there will be a temple, and there is the temple is still not seen. 2 reasons I think they have backed off tactically. One, because possibly there was no traction coming to this in the current situation. Second is the courts are not hearing it anytime soon. The Supreme Court has said it will take its own time. The other attempt was made to acquire land around the area and start. That also had any traction. So probably the sense also prevailed post-poll, if you need alliance. For allies, it is important that the temple be put on the back burner. So I think internally they might have discussed, the entire Parivar must have sat together and a decision taken. But on the other hand, now as I said, the boot is on the other leg. Sampurnanand, who is known close to Congress, is attempting something what was done earlier and asking for another Shilanyas, probably hoping that this might get some kind of soft Hindutva to Congress. I don't think it will really help them.
Okay.
The issue is no longer, I think it won't give electoral
It doesn't have
dividends.
that kind of
Yeah,
traction.
I don't think so.
अनुज जी, श्रीनिवासन जी ने बड़े अच्छे से ये रखा और इसी से आगे प्रश्न आपसे पूछता हूँ। 3 दशक बाद क्या स्वरूपानंद जी, और हम उनके मोटिव्स को क्वेश्चन नहीं कर रहे हैं, पर कहा जाता है तथाकथित वो कांग्रेस सपोर्टेड समर्थन है उनके पास, तो क्या 3 दशक बाद कहीं ना कहीं ये प्रयास कांग्रेस को फायदा देने का है? और इससे जुड़ा हुआ सवाल ये है कि हमने मध्य प्रदेश में देखा है, जिसपे कांग्रेस के स्वयं लोग आश्चर्यचकित हैं कि काउ स्मगलर्स पे कमलनाथ जी की सरकार ने पीएसए लगा दिया। बीजेपी की सरकार भी लगाने से पहले सोचती थी, यहां तो कुछ दिन हफ्ते ही हुए उन्होंने लगा दिया। सो ये ओवरऑल कांग्रेस फिर से हिंदू बनी है 30 वर्ष बाद पार्टी, ये उस स्ट्रैटेजी का पार्ट है?
संभव है, लेकिन देखिए स्वामी स्वरूपानंद जी भारत के जो 4 प्रमुख शंकराचार्य उनमें सबसे बुजुर्ग 95 वर्ष के हैं, 95 ईयर्स के हैं।
जी।
1942 के अंग्रेजों भारत छोड़ो आंदोलन में उन्होंने हिस्सा लिया और जेल गए थे
जी।
ये एक बड़ी बात है, क्योंकि यहाँ से आप उन 2 धाराओं को अलग अलग कर सकते हैं, जहाँ एक तरफ कांग्रेस और एक तरफ संघ परिवार आपको नजर आता है जी। 30 साल से उनका संघ से यही झगड़ा चलता है, संघ परिवार उनको कि कांग्रेस समर्थित संत हैं, शंकराचार्य हैं, यह आरोप लगाता है,
जिससे उनको नाराजगी होती है।
लेकिन उसके बावजूद देखिए मध्य प्रदेश में सिवनी में जन्मे हुए और गोटेगांव में उनका बड़ा आश्रम है, वहां से कांग्रेस लगातार विधानसभा में जीतती है और अभी भी इस समय जो वहां के निर्वाचित विधायक हैं वो मध्य प्रदेश विधानसभा के स्पीकर बने हुए हैं जी। दूसरी ओर मैं पिछले दिनों द्वारिका जाने का मौका मिला, द्वारिकाधीश का मंदिर मैंने देखा और वहीं बगल में उनका वो आश्रम है, उसी कैंपस के अंदर।
राइट।
देखिए स्वामी स्वरूपानंद जी ने कुछ महीने पहले एक आग्रह सभी सनातन हिंदुओं से किया था कि जो राम और कृष्ण दुर्गा या इनके मंदिर हैं उनमें साईं बाबा की मूर्ति न रखें। लेकिन मैं हैरान हुआ, कुरुक्षेत्र 2 महीने पहले जब मैं गया तो वहां आदि शंकराचार्य द्वारा बनाए हुए मंदिर में जो इनके ही अंडर में है, वहां भी माने आदि शंकराचार्य द्वारा बनाया हुआ, इनके अंडर में है या नहीं बोल पाऊंगा, लेकिन वहां भी साईं बाबा की मूर्ति, क्योंकि ग्राहक इतने बढ़ गए साईं बाबा के कि वो लगा के रखना पड़ रहा है। तो जब उस मामले में, भगवान के मामले में हिंदुओं ने बुजुर्ग शंकराचार्य जी की बात नहीं मानी, तो राम मंदिर के मामले में इनके साथ चलने के लिए तैयार होंगे।
So what are you saying that the February 21 call is not likely to succeed?
देखिए जो कांग्रेस माइंडेड लोग होंगे या एंटी बीजेपी लोग होंगे वो जरूर वहां जाएंगे, ताकि योगी सरकार कैसे मुश्किल में आए और यदि साधुओं पर बल प्रयोग हो तो कैसे भाजपा के खिलाफ देश भर में माहौल बनाया जा सके जी। जो संघ समर्थित आंदोलन से जुड़े हुए जो लोग हैं वो तो नहीं जाने वाले जी। लेकिन मुझे लगता है ये बहुत रुचिकर होगा। उस दिन जो वीडियोस वहां से चलेंगे वो देश पे आगामी लोकसभा चुनाव पे बहुत असर डालेंगे।
मिस्टर श्रीनिवासन, हाउ विल द state government then react? Because clearly what Mr. Gupta is also saying is that there will be almost a law and order issue. Whether you reach in 4 or 5, ultimately you will congregate at one place.
Yeah.
And that's a pretty congested place, as we all know.
But you see the mobilization effort of the BJP and the other, the entire RSS family is very, very different, very powerful, very influential, and the kind of organization they have. I don't think, that kind of organization, you need something like that to do. That's what they did. I was there in 1989 and, on the streets, we couldn't see any VHP workers, but next morning, hordes of people were there. They could do that kind of mobilization. It was a very well planned, executed task. I don't think that kind of mobilization or anything is happening currently. It's just a political point which probably the other side is trying to make. I'm not trying to say that the Swami Sampurnanand is not genuine in his demand. He has been Swarupanand, sorry. He's been making this for a long time. I don't doubt his intention, but obviously, to make a political capital out of it, it requires a lot more mobilization.
Can the Congress make political capital out of this?
Well, I would like to say something different over here. Agreed that he may not be able to mobilize, say, thousands, lakhs of people, but even a few thousand saints reaching Ayodhya could make a difference to the law order situation. because then Yogi government will be in a fix as to how to handle these guys. If you baton charge them or lathi charge them, it goes against you because you are a pro-Hindu party.
Right.
Your perception is that you are pro-Hindu, pro-saints.
Yes.
How do you handle this? Even if 1,000 people, 1,000 saints reach there on 21st or 22nd, it would be a very tough call for Yogi Adityanath government to take on how to handle them.
Right.
Because if you use force, you are labeled anti-Hindu, anti-saint.
Yes.
If you don't use force, then what do? Law and order slips out of your hand. So any which way, if they collect 1,000 or 2,000 people, it is going to be a problem.
Anuj ji.
आपने 1000-2000 कहा, मैं ये कहूंगा कि 2 पीठ उनके पास हैं, उनसे जुड़े हुए साधुओं को ही यदि उन्होंने जमा कर लिया तो वो इससे बड़ी संख्या होगी, हजारों की संख्या में होंगे।
जी। वैभव अग्रवाल, I want to come to you. How is the UP government likely to tackle this? Is there any appeal or conversation that can be had with Swami Swarupanand ji to avoid a public escalation and a law and order situation? And because the demand is common for one temple, why not reach out to him, Vaibhav Agarwal?
Sir, see, I'll tell you, it's very unfortunate for a person of the stature of Shankaracharya, Swami Swarupanand, and I spoke slow because I wanted to get my diction right. But it is very unfortunate for a person of his stature in our religious faith to thrust upon a point because he's got political ambitions and he's been promised whatever he's got. But let me tell you this, that very frankly, it appears that Congress is only pushing him to create a narrative like the 1996, and they're just trying to understand and create an issue with the UP government so as to they get an opportunity to demean the UP government, because you understand that they've really performed well in past 2 years. Our government in Uttar Pradesh, led by Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath, has performed very well on many counts, be it development, be it electricity, be it humanity, be it the Kumbh, be it, which is very close to all of our hearts, and you had an excellent coverage of the Kumbh on your channel, Siddharth, and also that Yogi ji has been able to come through on the commitment of anti-crime image. So you understand that the Congress is only trying to create a hue and cry about the subject, but I am confident of CM Yogi Adityanath.
Vaibhav, just hold on for a second. Vaibhav, just hold on. Why would you say that a 95-year-old Swami ji and a Shankaracharya no less has political ambitions? I think that's an uncalled for remark. I would request you to take it back. You are free to make other points, but casting aspersion in this manner is perhaps not right for you, Vaibhav Agarwal. Please allow me to say this publicly to you.
You know, okay, if you are my senior, and I would say, okay, I would rephrase myself that probably there are some unfounded facts that Swami Swarupanand are being fed with in terms of information, and he is not looking at the facts and the commitment of the government, which is very clear both at the center and at the state level, where we are committed to build the Ram temple then and there, but we've also committed ourselves to build the Ram temple with not pressure.
Okay, hold on. You made your point.
But with
Mr.
unanimous tactics.
Is the central government committed to build the temple? Have you seen anything now that we are 55 months and counting?
Yeah, see, all these things are suddenly happening at the, just 6 months before the elections. So the questions obviously will be asked, what was this government doing for the the first 4 years of its regime. So obviously these things are coming when the elections are around, because once again this issue is being tried out whether it can be an election issue. So obviously I think it has lived its date, and even that's understood, and that's why it has been put on a back burner.
अनुज जी, केंद्र सरकार कमिटेड है, ये भाजपा के वैभव अग्रवाल बोल रहे हैं, क्या ये स्टेटमेंट आप इससे सहमत हैं?
देखिए, बीजेपी कमिटेड है, इतनी बात ठीक है, लेकिन केंद्र सरकार में आने के बाद उन्होंने कोई कदम ऐसा उठाया जो अभी पिछले दिनों किया, सुप्रीम कोर्ट में गया, उसको छोड़ करके मुझे लगता है कि शायद उनकी तरफ से आरएसएस को जो 2 साल पहले कमिटमेंट दिया गया था और जो उनको खुद लगता रहा होगा कि नहीं अदालत से समय पर निर्णय आ जाएगा, लेकिन वकीलों की अदालती गिमिक्स के कारण जिस तरह से साल 1.5 साल से मामला लगातार टलता चला गया, उनके हाथ से वो पहल निकल गई है।
तो और अगर वो पहल निकल गया, मैं आपको यहाँ पे रोक रहा हूं बिकॉज एक इंपॉर्टेंट आपसे सवाल पूछना चाहता हूं। कुछ दिन पहले हमने इसी शो में जब चर्चा कर रहे थे तो एक हमारे साथी ने शो पे कहा था, विवेक अवस्थी, यू वुड ऑल्सो रिकॉल दैट वेट करिए, हो सकता है कि सेशन खत्म होने के बाद कोई संकेत मिले सरकार के द्वारा राम मंदिर को लेके। एक व्यू था, सेशन के 3 ही दिन है, उसमें सोमवार का दिन बजट पास करवाने में लग जाएगा, एक आधा दिन बचा है और उसके बाद समाप्त ये लोकसभा। तो आपको क्या लग रहा है कि सेशन समाप्त होने के बाद कोई और कानूनी स्टेप, कार्रवाई, कोई और प्रकार का स्टेप है संभव?
देखिए, जो सुप्रीम कोर्ट में पिछले दिनों गए वो मेरे ध्यान में नहीं था, इसलिए मैंने भी कभी ऐसा बोला कि शायद सत्र के अंतिम क्षणों में कुछ कर जाएं, जैसा कि इन्होंने 10% आरक्षण के साथ किया।
बिल्कुल।
लेकिन अभी फिलहाल जब सुप्रीम कोर्ट में एक चीज लेकर के गए हैं और वहां उस पर कोई सुनवाई की तारीख भी अभी तक मुझे ध्यान नहीं है, मुझे नहीं लग रहा कि इस पार्लियामेंट सेशन में वो कुछ करने वाले हैं जी। मगर देखिए, धर्म संसद ने, जो विश्व हिंदू परिषद द्वारा संचालित थी, उसने जब इस हिंदूवादी चेहरे वाली सरकार को थोड़ा अभयदान देते हुए, स्वामी स्वरूपानंद जी 2 दिन पहले ही वहां उन्होंने अपनी तारीख की, उसके बावजूद उस दबाव में आए बिना यदि मोदी सरकार को थोड़ा सा समय दिया है, ब्रीदिंग स्पेस दिया है, तो सरकार के पास जल्दबाजी अभी करने के लिए कुछ भी नहीं है।
अनुज जी, एक आखिरी बात आपसे पूछ रहा हूं, जो कैंपेन 2019 का है ये माइनस राम मंदिर है, ऐसा निश्चित है? सो मेन कैंपेन का बिंदु क्या रहेगा सरकार की तरफ से, पार्टी की तरफ से?
नहीं, माइनस राम मंदिर है, मैं ऐसा नहीं बोलूंगा।
ओके।
वो बोलेंगे कि देखिए, कांग्रेस के वकीलों ने, कपिल सिब्बल आदि और लोगों ने इनको सुप्रीम कोर्ट में रोका, अदरवाइज अपने जो उन्होंने काम किए हैं उसके सहारे। और देखिए, कई लोग आपको इस समय अदालत में या ईडी के तरफ जाते हुए दिख रहे हैं, उस माहौल को भी दिखा करके वो चुनाव प्रचार करेंगे।
मिस्टर श्रीनिवासन, दैट सेम क्वेश्चन टू यू। माइनस राम टेम्पल, डेवलपमेंट, एंटी करप्शन, करप्शन फाइटर, and many of the impressive infrastructure works which even the Congress has praised, by the way, Nitin Gadkari for. Is that the agenda for 2019?
I think so. If you heard very closely PM's speech yesterday in the parliament,
yes,
he kind of set the tone for that. So where the
and there was no mention of the temple anywhere.
No, nowhere. So the first, the emphasis on corruption, of course, how the government is fighting corruption in various ways, and again pointing out that the opposition actually, even the Mahagathbandhan, now the scope has widened. It's not just one party, it is also others are also trying to defend. So that's one issue which will be taken, and of course saying that how well things which are not done in last 55 years has been done in 4 years. That theme, and then what various development works, the last budget announcement, those things will, I think, will be the main pitch.
And therefore, Vivek Avasthi, in the run-up to the election, can we expect more of these allegations by the opposition, more of these half leaks, incomplete leaks, half stories? That is going to be the opposition strategy, because Prime Minister calls it Maha Milawat. So they will continue with this?
I think so. And I would like to add one thing over here. This is going to be a very issue-less election. मुद्दा विहीन चुनाव होने जा रहा है, because Mandir is out. 370, nothing has been done.
रफाल उड़ाना चाहे, but वो
रफाल उड़ने से पहले गिर गया, तो it fell flat. So now I think it is going to be a very, issue-less type of an election. It will be fought by regional parties from their own areas and their own strengths. And I don't think there is much left for the BJP to talk of the Mandir, because they've hardly done anything about it.
Okay.
You went to Supreme Court, central government went to Supreme Court. In what capacity?
Yes.
You are not a party to it.
And many lawyers have said that
there are just 3 parties to it. One is Ram Lala, one is Nirmohi Akhada.
Absolutely point taken. Many lawyers have said that it might have muddied the waters even further.
Yeah.
So the Congress legal intervention apart, they might have muddied. Yeah, Mr.
The nationalism and the secularism issue, that would come up. So nationalism, how BJP is doing for the nation and how Congress hasn't done, that narrative will continue.
पूरी पिक्चर तो अभी चली रही है, वो माहौल बना रही है इस समय.
And Uri picture is creating an environment, and I can say this, पूरी picture अभी बाकी है दोस्त. There is a lot that is perhaps going to be said, and while I agree with all my panelists, I will gently disagree with Vivek Avasthi about it being an issueless election. I think more than issueless, it is perhaps going to descend into the depths of public debate, and all manner of allegations, unverified, all
This
kind of
election will be one of the most intelligent elections, absolutely rightly said.
बनाएंगे तो बता दीजिए
जी जी
अरे मंदिर कब बताएंगे तो बता दीजिए
मंदिर कब बनाएंगे वैभव अग्रवाल, ये तो कहिए। इस बात पे आप
देखिए
हंस के
ऐसा
कैसे
है,
टाल
मंदिर
सकते हैं इस
हम
विषय को?
मंदिर
We are letting
हम
you off
चुनाव
easy
से
today on the
बनाएंगे,
debate.
दबाव से नहीं बनाएंगे सर। मंदिर we will make with unanimous consensus, we will build the consensus no matter what blood and sweat it takes for us, but we will not make temple without taking everyone together. बीजेपी का मकसद है सबका साथ सबका विकास, and we will do that
this was
in letter
said
and
the
spirit.
2000 to 2004 phase. You have been saying it from 2014 to 19.
Sir.
I don't know how much more water will have to flow down the Saryu for that grand temple to be constructed.
Mandir
but the
can
BJP
never
will
be a
perhaps have
political
lot
issue.
to
It has
answer.
because
we will
it
leave
is
that
an
judgment
issue of
to the
belief.
voters. And if it's an issue of belief, Vaibhav Agarwal,
sir.
belief cannot be toyed with. Let me also say this. That belief cannot be toyed with.
Absolutely.
As a journalist,
I totally
I
agree
cannot
with
take
you.
sides on this.
No politics
it is
on
for
the matter,
it is for the voters and the public of this country to decide who is going to be sincere. And as we have discussed and debated on this show, that perhaps, who knows, Congress and its soft Hindutva might itself convince people about who will actually deliver on the demand for a Ram temple.
You know,
Vaibhav
soft
Agarwal,
Hindutva
Mr.
or
Srinivasan,
pseudo-Hindutva,
Anup
we will
Gupta
leave
ji,
to the people
and
to
my
decide.
colleague Vivek Avasthi. Thank you very much for your participation on this show today. This is a subject that will keep coming back in the run-up to the election and even after. With that, it's a wrap on this edition of Rajniti. News and updates will continue on the other side of a very short break.